know how quick this game's going to go, Kevin. So maybe we should do the intros real fast.
Okay, up here in the top left-hand corner, we have the former UL clan, IGNProLeague, representing Dream Team Gaming. He is our red protest player. And down here in the bottom right-hand corner of Ohana, we have fnatic RC Oz, who has won 3 games in a row up to this point and has been a fantastic player so far.
Okay, now if Oz cannon rushes here and wins, we can cover every single detail.
There we go. Thought I wanted to be
Do you think that would happen? An auctioneer?
Yeah, at one point.
That would.
Hey, coming on down here. Got to go to 3 wins so far. So 3 wins for Oz. Can we get a 4th? Can we get a 4th up in the front? Got a 4th down there. Hey, no.
That was pretty good.
Thank
You even had like a little melody going on there.
Thank you.
And I think that's what makes it pleasurable to listen to auctioneers. Otherwise, it'd be really annoying.
Yeah, they were just like, well, you get those really snooty auctioneers too at the art auctions. They're like, yes, that's number 21 with a bid of $4 million.
I'm glad I don't watch Antiques Roadshow.
I don't know. My wife loves Antiques Roadshow. Loves it.
Yeah.
She just wants to find treasure at some point, though.
Actually,
so.
I mean, it's a pretty cool show, but
yeah.
For some reason, I thought that's what we were talking about. But there's actually not auctioneers on Antiques Roadshow, is there?
No, but they
There's
put
mostly
things
just a
up
prizer.
for auction, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch Antiques Roadshow.
You can tell how much I know about auctioneering, Kevin. So much. So much indeed.
We have gateways for both players. Yay!
Yay!
Oz is
Everybody clap for the gateway.
down the gateway. GGNProLeague, of course, is a player who has appeared in Code A. The only Dream Team Gaming member, I believe, to do so. I may be wrong on that, but that's what I believe to the best of my knowledge. So hopefully we'll see a nice standard PvP from here on out, but maybe Oz can just all kill Dream Team Gaming purely in PvPs.
He's definitely a player who's good enough. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. This guy has several games under his belt in the GSL. And now he's here, you know, in IPTL Contender Division. Maybe he feels a little bit like, all right, it's like a really, really good-looking girl walking into a bar. She's like, I kind of have anything I want here. You don't know if it's true, but you might think it is.
I'm the least... You'd say you were the least experienced person when it came to auctioneers. I'm the least experienced person when it comes to bars or nightclubs or
don't worry, Kevin.
Like
I'm not too experienced with being a girl walking into a bar or smoking on either, so...
Yeah, I don't really have that problem either.
We would all hope
I'm just saying.
That's the case.
Yeah.
I did, however, the other night.
Yes.
A girl walked up to me. I had some receipts sticking out of my wallet, and she walked up to me and went, "Are those euros? Or are those euros?" And immediately I'm like, "How drunk are you?" And I
then
just
you said yes.
I just threw on my best Irish accent. I was like, "Boy, of course they are." And where are you from?
Oh God.
I had a lot of fun with that.
Where are you from? Oi. You don't want to hear my bad Irish accents. Anyway.
They're probably more authentic. Mine are like from watching too much Boondock Saints.
Oh, no, that's okay.
So I just talk really
all right
at
with
the
that.
end.
So what do you think
and
of
like
Boondock?
Lucky Charms commercials.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a mix between the two. In fact, if I talked with a good linguist, they would probably be like, I'd put you somewhere between Boondock Saints and Lucky Charms.
Boondock Saints. Great movie series. Oz going after single Stargate this time, but off of one base, not going for the expand beforehand. This is another map that's decent for Blink Stalkers. You do have a couple of paths you can get into. You can blink from there, you can blink from around this area, and if you would manage to make your way up into the natural, you could blink around all of this space too. So GGNProLeague will certainly have some potential to get that done. Of course, going for a Blink Stalker, even if it's a relatively aggressive play, is going to put you back just a little bit off of something like a conventional aggressive 4-gate or 2-gate robo or something like that. So it's going to allow Oz the time that he needs to actually get this Stargate up and a few units out of.
Yeah. So I'm really anxious to see how the Blink's going to work out here for Oz. We can see it's been started up, and he's throwing down 2 additional gateways behind it, and he's going to be facing off against Phoenix. In 99% of situations, GGNProLeague actually is a fantastic build here against what Oz is going to be throwing at him. But at the same time, it's Oz. He's been obliterating, annihilating, infernating. It's not a verb, but you get what I'm saying. This is going to be
I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, so Stalker's out on the map now, at least a couple of them. And GGNProLeague's going to be finishing up his 3 gateways here momentarily. And I want to know what variation of this is going to be. I mean, he put a lot of Chrono Boost into his Warp Gate, so it looks like it's going to be that incredibly aggressive 3-gate Blink build. The Blink's actually going to come a little bit later here. There we go. Finally Chrono Boosting that out. Does he have a forward pylon down yet? No. The first one's going to pop down at the bottom right.
But the Phoenix is not going to see it, actually.
Wait.
Having turned around.
It saw... Okay, here's the weird
it's on
part.
the minimap. Yep.
It's on the minimap, even if it doesn't register as a structure yet.
Yeah. Because it was just dropped.
Oh, and he sees
that will
these
also
anyway.
happen right as something is completing.
Yes. Yeah, you're actually right. Because it flickers for just a second before it actually pops up the full structure.
And I've lost games because of it.
Ooh,
yep.
That's rough.
All right, here come the Stalkers of GG Andal, guys. He does not have a way to get vision on the high ground.
No. He could do that that double blink thing, though, that you see from a lot of players. Group of your Stalkers here, blink one onto the ramp, blink the rest up onto the high ground. But already the force field's getting put down for Oz.
So Oz will be able to effectively deny the Stalkers from ever getting up. Of course, he'll have to make a completely ridiculous number of sentries in order to do this. For now, he's got quite an amount of time, though.
Oh,
wow. A lot of time.
He actually forced his opponent to warp in 3 Stalkers back at home, too. And that's pretty big, because the Stalkers are going to take a while to get across the map. And it looks like GG Andal realizes that he's not going to have too much success here up at the front, and is looking to expand out of this.
He had perfect timing out of Oz. He is not stacking his force fields. I'm waiting for the next one to have it happen. Yep.
A little bit. Yep. Not so bad. Not so bad.
We had a player, actually, Tim and I, we were casting. He did lose himself a game due to stacking some force fields. Stalker's coming in right now, getting in some damage on that high-energy Phoenix. Beautiful target fire out of GG Andal there.
And look at this. Now that you have an Immortal and a couple of Zealots with this army, it becomes very difficult to blink in against that.
And 2 Immortals makes it impossible.
Yes, I agree. Let's see here. Workers killed.
Especially when you have Stalkers at home. In fact, it makes it impossible because you have Stalkers at home.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's only got 8 Stalkers up here at the front. Even against this army,
yeah,
he's not going to kill
that.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You actually, at this point, kind of want your opponent to blink up the ramp.
Yes.
Maniacal plans.
Well,
not so maniacal after all.
Oz actually has a really good opportunity to counterattack here in just a bit. There's not that many Stalkers out there for GG Andal, who's put all of his resources into re-upping his probe count and expanding.
Virtually no sentries. So even pushing out, especially, he needs to see the Stalkers at home is what the case is. If he sees the Stalkers at home, he knows he's not going to be subject to a blink back at home. In fact, he sees the Nexus. This may prompt him to push out. The thing is here, he needs to make sure he's not backstabbed while this is happening.
Yes,
and
agreed.
He may just force sentries here and, you know, get force fielded out. But if he forces, there are the sentries, in fact, from GG Andal as he sees his opponent moving out. This is exactly what Oz needs to be doing. He forces his sentries. This slows down GG Andal's tech. Beautiful play out of Oz.
That's right. You saw 300 gas just disappear there. Although, admittedly, GG Andal did have a lot of it banked, so it wasn't the worst thing. Or against some players who are utilizing their gas a little bit more efficiently, it hurts them a lot more than it does here in this circumstance. But it's still going to be annoying because that's a couple additional tech structures, tech units that you could have produced.
Yeah, I mean, Oz he's already got his robotics bay 3/4 of the way done, and GG Andal has yet to start his. He's very tight on resources, continuing with his warpins. Sentries were not units he likely wanted to be making.
And this Nexus actually finished I think seconds after Oz's Nexus was started, which means that it was about a 95-second advantage. And you can see there's almost no mining happening from this, and the Nexus just finishes up for Oz. So he is economically not behind at all.
Let's actually take a look at the worker count. He is quite ahead, in fact, by a lot. 9 workers when your opponent only has 28, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's like 25% more.
That's a lot.
It's actually 33% more. That's a lot. Mind-boggling.
Well done.
Oz is in a great spot.
Yeah, he is. So he's got more workers. He's got a more well-developed force. He's still got backstab and scouting units in the form of these Phoenixes. And this is still going to stabilize. And we're still going to have a while until something actually moves and happens here. GG Andal, though, has to make a decision on his tech path pretty quickly. He's most of the way to Charge Light Archon already. He can start charge, well, once he gets up to 200, and then he can put down a Templar Archives here pretty soon after that.
He's playing this too safe.
What's up?
GG Andal, he's playing it incredibly safe right now, and it's going to cost him.
Yes, because now Oz is sitting on a Colossus with a second on the way and range. And that makes his army just unbelievably stronger than his opponents. Even if his opponent...
It finally started.
Yeah. He's still way behind.
I'm like in pain. It was like having a headache or, you know, really having to go to the bathroom, but you're like trapped in a theater.
Labor pains, maybe?
Yeah, it was I don't know. I'm trying to find the type of pain that was associating with what my body was experiencing there.
I'll go with labor
akin to
pains.
those two.
I'll go with labor pains.
Kevin, talking, I mean, I don't understand that one.
Well, you should
Kevin?
empathize. Anyway, so Oz now has a very powerful force. Even though the range isn't done on this Colossus, he still has enough Immortals to back this up that they can't just blink on top of it and do damage. The 2 Phoenixes have now circled back in. They've picked off another 3 or 4 workers. And this is pretty devastating damage that's being done to GG Andal already.
And this Colossus push is just... It might be the end, honestly. We don't have a Colossus being made from GG Andal. He has 0. Are there 2 Colossus with this push?
Yeah, there should be. Well, where's the second one? I thought it just finished. Okay, yeah, there it is.
He's that slow kid when you did the quarter mile in elementary school.
That was me.
He's a little tall, though, being elementary school.
That was me.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was 6 foot tall in like 6th grade.
Elementary
so-
school?
In 6th grade, so 1 year
Man,
after.
you must have all the dates.
Yeah, no.
Shows that tall.
That is a lie.
Here we
Anyway,
go.
here we go. Yeah, showdown. And 2 Colossi up at the front. Even though these Zealots aren't engaging well for Oz, they're all trapped behind the Colossi at the back. It actually doesn't matter because of how powerful these Colossi have been up in the front and just chewing through everything.
I have extended thermal lances. They can't get hit right now. As long as Oz has units, he can attack with the Colossi. And no matter what he's attacking, it's going to be more efficient than his opponent.
All right, well, he's pushing up pretty aggressively, and now the Zealots finally get in for a good engagement. His opponent finally has a Colossus finishing up here on the high ground. The range was not done for that, so they have to get within range of the Stalkers themselves, which means it's going to take additional damage, and the Mortals are doing a great job of zoning out the rest of the forces for GG Andal. And ladies and gentlemen, I think Oz is about to take yet another game.
You know, the Colossus showed up, Kevin. There's a 3 days grace song. It's called It's Not Too Late. Lyrics are like, it's never too late. It's not true in this case. That Colossus is just going to die. GG.
GG, and Oz goes up 4-0 on Dream Team Gaming. And
not a Protoss, not a Protoss, not a Protoss, not a Protoss. I'm just going to keep saying it until you tell me who it is.
actually, I'm getting word.
Oh, it's not.
Aha! I understand now why
I
we're...
want to. No, I'm going to take the mouse, Kevin.
No. I understand now why we're doing the amateur semifinals and finals. It's because Dream Team Gaming forfeits the last game, and Oz wins 4 PvPs in a row to take Fnatic over Dream Team Gaming.
I love that you started this entire cast off with, you know, Protoss, PvP, it's a little coin flippy, so send any Protoss at me and I'll beat him.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
I did not know that was going to be that many PvPs, though, and Oz just destroyed everyone. But yes, we get this cool little player sheet during the course of a match. This shows us basically what the rosters that are available for each team and stuff like that. Adrian came in most of the way through that cast, scratched something out, turned this upside down, and said, look at it afterwards. And it says forfeit down at the bottom for the last one, so sad. But that's not all of our StarCraft today, because we're actually going to have 3 more best of 3s for you tonight. That's right, a total of, or a possible 9 more games over the course of the night, as we're going to have 2 semifinals and a final from our IPL 6 amateur qualifier. We're actually going to start things with StarTale 0 versus Pink, a ZVP. So we're going to run to a commercial break. When we get back, guys, we're going to have a brand new set of games for you. Don't go anywhere.